Hello and welcome to BNMIT Podcast, where we explore the topics which helps to inspire growth and perseverance. I am your host Sriparna Hegde from Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we are dwell into the topic which helps in personal development and personal growth, acceptance of failure and resilience. Joining me today, Priyadarshini K. Desai, professor from Electronics and Communication Department. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sriparna. Indeed, I'm very much happy to be part of this particular podcast and in specific this topic that is acceptance of failure and resilience. Thank you once again, Sriparna.
Let's dive into the topic. Failure is something which everyone experiences at some point in their life. From your perspective, why acceptance of failure is so important?
Indeed, it's a very good question, Sriparna. Why acceptance of failure is so important? So, if a person undergoes a failure or faces a failure, the first question is, how is going to accept the failure? What happens if he doesn't accept the failure? And what are the consequences that he accepts the failures and if it doesn't accept the failure? So, let me answer the first part of the question. What happens if a person accepts the failure? When a person accepts the failure, the first thing is he accepts the reality. And once a person accepts the reality, he get to know his mistakes. And once his mistakes are known, he'll definitely try to rectify it. The second part of it, if the person doesn't accept his failure, then he'll dwell into the failure, he'll go into the overthinking mode, and definitely he'll not be able to grow stronger.
That makes a lot of sense. So, do you think that acceptance of failure and resilience are interconnected?
Of course, yes, Sriparna. In fact, they are interconnected. And how are they interconnected? Let me just give you a simple, the connection between the resilience and failure. So when a person undergoes a failure, if, as I told you, that he realizes his mistake, he takes it as a feedback and so on. So resilience basically acts as a strength. So resilience help a person to accept the challenge, and most of the challenge that we face in our life are the failures. So resilience give you actual strength to face the failure and become and grow more stronger and come back in a very better form, often of his or her individual.
I love the analogy of resilience being the strength. Can you give an example maybe from your own experience or someone you have encountered where resilience played an important role in building their career?
Yes, of course, yes. In fact, the personal experiences are more important when we are a part of a podcast. And, when I'm right now sitting here, it's not just because I talk really nice or you talk really nice, right? There's something that we've been given with a proper feedback so that we are actually sitting here and doing a podcast. Am I right, Sriparna?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is very, very important that everyone must have experience of failure. And then question comes how well you have learned from that failure and you're able to sit here and give and share your experience, right? So, of course, I want to share my experience as a researcher here. When I was doing my research, I'm doing still my research. It's not that I'm not doing. So, when we do a research, we always feel that we are doing really a great work. And when we are feeling that we are great, we are doing really good, and entire world will appreciate about our work and our the results. The thing what happens is when we are publishing any papers as such, believe me, I got so many rejections when I published my first paper. There were so many feedback given by the reviewers, and these reviewers are not just like that they become the reviewer. They also would have gone through so many things, what is happening, what is not happening, and how relevant this person has given the results and so on. The thing is, when we get a proper feedback, we have to realize that our work is actually not good. It's not good. How better can I really present my work? Of course, as a researcher, I had a lot of issues in writing a better paper, doing a better work, and of course, at last I was able to publish. And this was my strength. That is because of resilience.
Such an inspiring story. It shows the importance of persistence. A lot of people struggle with failures. Like some those feel it's overwhelmed or paralyzed by it. How can they come up with those challenges?
Yeah, Sriparna, it is an important thing to know how a person, how to accept the failure and what should person do to accept the failure and build the resilience. Now, I'll tell you one important thing. When a person faces a failure, what he will search for? When you're failed in your work, you'll first look in for the shoulders that are ready to help you, right? So now that shoulder should be of one individual whom you actually trust, who are genuinely supporting you. So look back to your family, look back to your first circle of your friends who are actually helping you out in getting best out of you during this failure. So first important thing is a failure. Support system when you're undergoing a failure. Second important thing is don't dwell into the failure. Don't dwell into the failure. It's fine. It's fine. It's 1 day, 2 day, fine. After the third day, it's past. Right? Now the question comes how you're going to overcome that with the help of your support system. And third important point, make sure that you're out of that particular trauma. It's actually called as a trauma actually. Okay, so it's very easy to tell it's fine, we'll be able to do. No, it's not like that. So it takes some time. Of course, if somebody scolds you also, you feel that you're failing your work. Right? So support system and not dwelling into that failure situation, not more than 1 day, 2 day. I think that makes a person to come out of that failure and build the resilience.
Okay, let's reconstruct the failure as a feedback. It makes sense, right?
Of course, yes, Sriparna. Failure equivalent to feedback, but in a very positive way if you take.
That's excellent. Let's reconstruct the failure as feedback. That makes sense, right?
Of course, yes. But feedback, you should always take it in a positive way.
Do you think that the way society look into the failure impacts on the person to cope up with it?
You know, the society always pats your back when you are, a champion and you achieved so many things. What if you're not a champion and you are not able to achieve as much? So don't keep a societal viewpoint as a benchmark for you to achieve anything in your life. Society, yes, of course, will be there behind you when you achieve so many things in your life. Please see the people's story after they become success. Please check what are the failures they've actually undergone in their life to achieve that particular success. So my suggestion over here is don't be so much dependent upon the societal inputs. This is very, very important. Society is we are a part of society. Let society neither be part of our life so that they tell you are right, you are wrong. Definitely not. So please, it's my request that please don't consider societal inputs as a major inputs in your life to change yourself and to face the failure.
I completely agree with it. Even this helps me to bring resilience in my professional growth. How the resilience will help in the building of a successful career?
Yes, resilience help us to build a successful career. So let us not be talking about resilience being only the part of a successful career. Otherwise also resilience play a very vital role in the personal front growth as well. So how is it? So resilience is nothing but you accept it and you start growing stronger and you grow in a shadow, right? Nobody is watching you when you're actually growing, right? They only see that when you're almost done and you're very well appreciated everywhere. So when you're talking about a resilience as an important parameter or important trait or important attribute of an individual, of course, yes, a resilience is very important in a very fast moving world now. There are so many chances that you may encounter the failures, but resilience will definitely help you, to face that failure and help you to build yourself so stronger. Every instant you fail, you say that, okay, I'll get up and I'll do it. But this happens if you have a very good support system and a great mindset. And most important thing is the feedback that you take it as a positive attribute.
Okay, before we wrap up, I request you to give a final piece of advice to our listeners. How to develop a resilience in their everyday life?
Yes. So resilience is not a one day thing or a 2 day. The most important thing is first see that we will not be always a perfect and a successful person at every instant. So first important thing is if we fail in our life, accept it. Failure doesn't mean the end of anything. It is a stepping stone for everything. So accept that it is a stepping stone. And after accepting it's stepping stone, please don't stick to it. Okay, I have failed. Now I'll do something. I'll do something should happen a very instant. And you should actually focus on your failure things. That is, failure things is take the feedback, learn from the mistake, and grow from it. So acceptance of failure and building resilience should go hand in hand so that people see you like this, like we are sitting together here.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your wisdom and insights. I am sure that our listeners will find inspiration through your words. Thank you.
Thank you, Sriparna. Indeed, I want to tell that accept your failures and grow stronger.
Thank you everyone for tuning with Resilience Talk. Remember that failure is not the end. It's the beginning of something new. resilience will help you with this progress. Remember that resilience is not built in a single night. It's a journey. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. Stay informed and stay authentic.